Rethinking Professional Development for Teachers. Four critical components. The growth and development of people is the highest calling. This quote by Harvey S. Firestone speaks to the importance of rethinking professional development for teachers. If teachers are to prepare an ever more diverse group of students for much more challenging work, for framing problems, finding, integrating, and synthesizing information, creating new solutions, learning on their own, and working cooperatively, they will need substantially more knowledge and radically different skills than most now have and most schools of education now develop.
Professional development should be developed around four foci. It should be learner-centered, knowledge-centered, assessment-centered, and community-centered. Let's take a brief look at each of these. Professional development should be learner-centered. Professional development should include active learning and draw on the learner's prior knowledge, experience, and cultural background. It should focus on the needs and interests of the learner, encourage self-directed learning, and allow learners to construct their own meaning. For example, professional development should allow teachers interested in similar topics to form a learning community to increase their knowledge. For instance, if 3 teachers are experiencing challenges with autistic students, these teachers could form a learning community, invite a professional to conduct a specialized workshop, implement suggestions from the workshop, and discuss outcomes. This is just one example of how professional development can be learner-centered. Can you think of others?
Professional development should also be knowledge-centered. Effective professional development requires well-organized bodies of knowledge that support planning and strategic thinking, promotes learning that leads to understanding and transfer, and provides expert peers who guide the educators in their attempt to develop new knowledge. An example of this, professional development should increase a teacher's knowledge base in a way that leads to transfer of this knowledge. A great way to accomplish this goal is by having actual practitioners demonstrate how they apply theoretical, research-based knowledge in their classrooms. These expert teachers can guide their peers through the transfer of theoretical knowledge. What other ways might you design professional development in ways that make knowledge a priority?
As well, professional development should be assessment-centered. This focus provides opportunities for feedback and revision, aligns assessment with learning goals, and includes both formative and summative assessment. It also takes into consideration assessment for understanding, not just memorization, promotes self and peer assessment, and encourages experimentation, evaluation, and change. It is very important that professional development assesses teachers' learning and growth. This assessment should be based on learning goals. Since professional development should focus on learning for transfer, the demonstration of the teacher's achievement should be done after teachers have had the opportunity to apply their learning to the classroom context. For example, if teachers attend a conference on incorporating reading throughout the curriculum, they should have time to experiment with strategies, assess their effectiveness, and reconvene with experts for feedback and evaluation. How might you design professional development to include assessments of teacher learning?
Finally, professional development for teachers should be community-centered. This promotes a collaborative learning environment that offers support for developing learners. This environment encourages experts to share their expertise. It invites learners to borrow successful practices from each other, includes dialogue and open communication that allows for sharing of experiences and the development of communities of practice. Professional development for teachers should promote their involvement in learning communities. Learning communities can offer support, expertise, and peer feedback. For example, online learning communities like Inspiring Teachers are resources of professional networks for beginning teachers. Similar communities can be started within schools and districts and meet virtually or in person. Just make sure the communities are meaningful and relevant. What are some ways you can use learning communities to meet your professional development goals?
Finally, professional development programs involve teachers in learning activities that are similar to the ones they will use with their students. Speaking of students, they should be the prime motivation behind rethinking professional development for teachers. Virtually every study that has examined the role of the classroom teacher in the process of educating students has come to the same conclusion. An effective teacher enhances student learning more than any other aspect of schooling that can be controlled by the school. Thank you for watching our video. Creators of the video are graduate students in the College of Education at Texas Christian University, Victoria Renault, Master's student, Meg Witmer-Faile, PhD student, and Altheria Gaston, PhD student. If you'd like to continue this discussion, please contact us at rethinkingpd4teachers@gmail.com. With special thanks to our professor, Dr. Sherry Reynolds, and our media expert, Joanna Schmidt from the New Media Writing Studio.